Stafford on the West Coast Mainline. Today we'll be seeing services by Avanti West Coast, CrossCountry, London Northwestern Railway, and hopefully some freight as well. Back there you saw 68015, and that was 350117 and one of her classmates from London Euston 2 crew. I'm not entirely sure where that 68 is going. So, wow, this has been a really hectic start.
Manchester Piccadilly, calling it Stockport,
Okay.
and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of 11 coaches.
I wasn't expecting it to be this busy right at the start. But oh well, I'm not complaining. So, didn't really have much time to do a proper intro, but anyway, let's spot some trains. Down there is the 1342 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston departing. And as you can see right here now departing is the 1343 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly, which is the train that brought me in. And yes, I got to ride on the Avanti West Coast livery. It was great, although it was absolutely no different to a normal train, but still. Anyway, it's 39156. The next train to pass by is going to be the Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston, and it turns out that previous London Northwestern Railway service was actually from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. (39125). And down there is the 1346, the London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe.
London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe, calling it Crewe only. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
(35129) is leading. And 35112 is trailing. Now departing is the 1348 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe.
The bus stop outside the station front on the left-hand side is the 1355 Avanti West Coast service to Macclesfield, calling it Stoke-on-Trent and Macclesfield.
The next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast, class 390 Pendolino from London Euston to Preston. And now those two class 68s are departing from Wembley LMD to Crewe Cresty Bridge DRS. And here is the 1350 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. 350 370 is leading.
From the 1355 London Northwestern Railway
and in the Safe Travels livery is 390,042.
Nuneaton, Rugby, Milton Keynes Central and London Euston. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
The next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Now departing is the 13:55 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. (3:52.38) is trailing. Now passing by is the Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. (3:91.36). The next train to arrive is going to be the 14:11 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. 3:52.45 is leading. Now departing is the 14:13 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. And I think I forgot to say what the numbers are. So 3:52.45 is leading. And 3:54.09 is trailing. Okay, down there is the Colas Rail service from Carlisle NY to Bestcott up Engineer Sidings. It's being worked by a Class 70. And behind it is the Avanti West Coast service from Chester to London Euston about to pass by. This is 78.05. That was 2-1-103 and 2-1-118. Next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston.
The next train to arrive at the train.
(3:90.47).
This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class coaches can be found at the rear of the train. Standard can be found at the front.
The next train to arrive is going to be the 14:22 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street.
Platform 3 of the 1424 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street via Crewe. Calling at Crewe, Runcorn and Liverpool Lime Street, this train is formed of 9 coaches.
$390,009. The next train to arrive is going to be the 1425 CrossCountry service from Reading to Manchester Piccadilly. And now departing is the 1425 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. And it has some blood on the front, so presumably some bird just met its demise. 221127 is leading in this. And right here is the 1425 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston, 390,020. And 221140 is trailing on this. Slowly coming in is going to be the Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central, which is going to pass by. Being worked by a class 390 Pendolino. $390,112.
This train is full of 9 coaches. Bus where and covering all the stations and travelling on public transport.
Also now departing is the 1428 CrossCountry service from Reading to Manchester Piccadilly, and that Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central has stopped. Don't know why. Now arriving is the 1430 CrossCountry service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. $220,028 is leading. Also now leaving is the Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central. departing is the 14:32 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And also departing is the 14:32 CrossCountry service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. 2-1-139 is trailing. And 390-020 is on the Avanti West Coast Pendolino, if I didn't already say it. The next train to arrive is going to be the 14:30 Furl.
London Northwestern Railway.
Okay, well, it looks like the announcements have just kind of stolen that. Okay, let's do that again. The next train to arrive is going to be the 14:34 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe. 350-261 is leading.
Platform 3 for the 14:36 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. Calling it Crewe only. This train is full of 8 coaches.
And 351-20 is trailing. Now departing is the 14:36 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe.
Outside the station front on the left-hand side will be the 14:40 cross-country service to Stoke-on-Trent. Calling it Stoke-on-Trent only. The bus stop outside the station front on the left-hand side for the 14:40 cross-country service to Stoke-on-Trent. We regret that some
And behind me is the 14:37 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. 350-242 is leading.
Platform 5 from the 14:38 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street.
And 350-252 is trailing.
Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool.
And you might be able to see down in the distance the 14:38 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly.
The next train to arrive at platform 3 will be the 14:42 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. Calling it Stafford and Manchester Piccadilly, this train is formed of 9 coaches. First-class coaches can be found at the rear of the train. Standard can be found at the front. Platform 3 for the 14:42 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Oh, nice tone there from 390-044.
Manchester Piccadilly, this train is full of 9 coaches. Platform 1 for the 14:43 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling it London Euston only. This train is full of 11 coaches.
Now departing is the 14:39 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street.
West Midlands tickets are not valid on this train.
departing is the 1442 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. And behind it is 39127, which will be working an Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Now departing is the 1443 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston.
The next bus to depart from the bus stop outside the station front on the left-hand side will be the 1447 West Midlands Railway service to Crewe, calling at Stone Crown Street, Stafford.
The next train to pass by is going to be the Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley,
This train is formed of 8 coaches.
being worked by a pairing of Class 2 to 1 supervisors.
The train now approaching platform 5 does not stop here. Please stand well clear of the edge of platform 5.
2 to 1 104 is leading. And 2 to 1 143 is trailing.
London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston, calling at Rugeley Trent Valley, Lichfield Trent Valley, Tamworth, Atherstone, Nuneaton, Rugby, Milton Keynes Central and London Euston. This train is formed of 8 coaches.
And right there is the 1450 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston.
Platform number 1 for London Euston via Rugeley, Lichfield, 4 coaches.
And here it is again. .350 112 is leading. The next train to pass by is going to be the Avanti West Coast service from from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly, being worked by a Class 390 Pendolino.
The next bus to depart from the bus stop outside the station front on the left-hand side will be the
390 129 doing something with its windscreen wipers.
Stoke-on-Trent, calling at Stoke-on-Trent and Macclesfield. The bus stop
City of
outside
Stoke-on-Trent.
the station front on the left-hand side of the 1455 Avanti West Coast service to Macclesfield via Stoke-on-Trent. We regret that some vehicles may not be able to convey large or heavy items of luggage, non-folding bicycles or buggies.
And right there is the Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston, about to pass by. 391.57. Chad Vara.
The train now approaching platform 4.
Okay, we're about to have a GBRF Class 66 pass by from somewhere I can't remember. I'll tell you after this. 66,714. Very short. And that is actually from Trafford Park Euro Terminal GBRF to Hexthorpe Yard GBRF. It's very short. Now departing is the 14:55 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. (3:51.29) is trailing. The next train to arrive is going to be the 15:08 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. And as you can see, I've switched platforms now. So hopefully it'll give you a bit of a different angle. (3:53.68) is leading.
Platform number 4 for Birmingham and New Street via Penkridge and Wolverhampton. Customers for Penkridge and Smethwick, please travel at the front to the 4 coaches of this train.
Now departing is the 15:10 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. (3:52.59) is trailing. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a Freightliner Class 66 from Felixstowe North FLT to Crewbars Hall SSN. I didn't even realise this was here. 66,502. Stafford Hall Centenary 2001. Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. £391.32. The next train to arrive is going to be the 1520 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street, being worked by a Class 390 Pendolino.
Platform 3 for the 1524 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street via Crewe. Calling at Crewe, Runcorn and Liverpool Lime Street. This train is formed of 9 coaches.
And we're also about to have an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino pass by from Blackpool North to London Euston, which this train might block out. 390.005. And there is the Avanti West Coast service from Blackpool North to London Euston. And it looks like this train is going to block it out. City of Wolverhampton is this one. And you can see the rear end of that service from Blackpool now. Now departing is the 1524 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street.
May I have your attention please on platform 3. We are sorry to announce that the 1535...
The next train to arrive is going to be the 1526 CrossCountry service from Manchester Piccadilly to Reading. And behind me is the Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central, about to pass by, and beside that is the 1526 cross-country service from Bournemouth to Manchester Piccadilly.
Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of 8 coaches. The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the
220.002 is leading on the service to Reading.
Service to London Euston, calling at Milton Keynes Central and London Euston. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class coaches can be found at the front of the train.
And 221124 is trailing on the service to Reading. And 390.130 will be working this.
Platform 5 for Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly only. The next train to arrive at platform number 1 will be the 1532 Avanti West Coast service for Milton Keynes Central and London Euston. London Northwestern tickets are not valid on this service. Platform number 1 for Milton Keynes Central and London Euston only.
Looks like this might be stopping. Yes, it is. And down there is the 1528 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And this will be the final train of the video, so if you did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you wish and I'll try to respond to it, and join my Discord server if you want to talk to me and my fans. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. This is 390049.